Welcome to Pilots Watching Pilots, the show where we watch pilots of your favorite TV shows. Mike, what do we got?
Today we have The Mandalorian. That's right, November 12th, 2019. The show is set 5 years after the events of Return of the Jedi, and finally we're getting some brand new Star Wars TV shows like Disney promised when they started up. This is only available on Disney Plus. And I know a lot of people are complaining, Disney Plus, Netflix, all the accounts that you have to buy to watch all this television. I mean, yeah, that's true. We don't pay for any of those, but yeah, you could have to sign up for a lot of accounts. Jon Favreau created this, though, and he said as much as that, some people complain about that, the benefits of this is he couldn't have made this on ABC ever. They weren't going to pay for this, and it certainly wasn't going to be a movie. This is a short television format series that he has planned out. So this is the format for it. Without these kind of streaming services, we wouldn't have ever had this show. And he created a lot of new technologies with some of the movies he's made lately, Lion King, Jungle Book, and those kind of animated, half-animated, using game engine and real-time video rendering here to create this look that is fun. And I mean, I'm a big hater of CGI. I'm not a Marvel fan. I don't like the Iron Mans or the other stuff he's done, and Cowboys from Space or whatever. But I like Jon Favreau's storytelling. I'm a Swingers fan. I like Elf. I like some of the things he's done so much, and excited for him to tell more stories because he's got other people involved. He's got so many great people involved in this, and they're spending the money that they need to spend to make this good. So Ryan, let's break this down. Let's get right into it.
So the beginning of the episode, the Mandalorians walk into what looks like Tatooine. I don't know if that's right. Into a bar. Did I ever tell you about the joke I had about the Mandalorian, the Jawa, and the Wookiee that walked into a bar? Because that's as far as I've ever gotten.
Ubahasa Miyokola.
He's a bounty hunter. He's looking for the Bluefish Boy.
Bluefish Boy.
Which is...
Horatio Sands was playing him.
Don't know who that is, but it's Horatio Sands. Ends up to be a fight. Good opening to a pilot, in my opinion. And then from there, it just kind of goes off as the bounty hunter looking for another job. And he finds one.
Grief Karga said you were coming.
So yeah, he's looking for another bounty and makes his way over to Werner Herzog, who's in this, who is fantastic. You want to talk about someone standing next to... some ex-stormtrooper. I don't know if they're still stormtrooper. I don't know what that was about. I guess we'll find out. But a guy that just got this, ominous voice that's spooky, that's Werner Herzog for you. And his character, I don't know where it's going, but I love it. I love what he was doing.
This is Dr. Pershing. Please excuse his lack of decorum.
Yeah, so at the end of this episode, the target is... I don't want to say Baby Yoda. Obviously, maybe his name is Joda or Foda.
I don't think it has to rhyme.
What?
It doesn't have to rhyme. But yeah, a Baby Yoda type character, whatever creature Yoda is. We don't really know in the original Star Wars too much about Yoda, where he comes from and everything. So this is going to be exciting. And also, he's a baby, but he's 50 years old.
50 years old. That looks great.
Well,
I mean, looks great.
Yeah.
He's 50.
You're getting close to 50. You don't look that great.
No, I don't.
Many centuries.
Ryan, I'm going to need something a little bit stronger than this blue milk to get us to the rest of this flight.
Droids.
Ryan, what are we drinking today?
We are drinking Buzz Balls. Remember these kids? Super fun.
Yeah, for the whole family, except this has got a lot of booze in it. This is ginger mule flavored, so this is fun. This is a giant shot, as you can see. Ryan, let's get these down, and maybe I'll go through a couple fun facts.
Yeah, sounds like a blasty blast.
That's a big shot. Wow, all right. One of the fun things about this show, oh, that's got a bite to it at the end. One of the fun things about this show was in The Mandalorian, we first see our first toilet in the Star Wars universe. It's the first time you've ever seen a toilet. And that was cool to see. You think there'd be a lot more toilets on all these spaceships over time. Also, you know, in 30 Rock, Tina Fey's always saying blurg and making Star Wars references. And blurg is the name of the animal that they end up riding, that giant animal that they ride. Who Nick Nolte, what a fantastic cameo that was. Also, Life Day, they mentioned at this. He's got to get home to Life Day, which is from the 77 or whatever Star Wars Holiday Special, which is the best thing ever. If you haven't seen the Holiday Special, stop what you're doing and watch it. It is the worst movie ever, but yet the best movie ever. Also, the gun that the Mandalorian uses is modeled from that holiday special, and half the cartoon where they show the Mandalorian is a space western, which is what this episode of Mandalorian was, what the whole series is. So how fun is that? Lastly, I have that Pedro Pascal, the main character, who's so good in this, is the 13th member of Game of Thrones, the TV show, to be in the Star Wars universe in their movies. So that's fun. Ryan, you survived.
Who's Pedro?
He's Mandalorian. He's the guy that plays it. He was
he?
Oberyn Martell in Game of Thrones.
Oh, that dude's fucking cool.
Yeah, he was cool, and he's good in this so far. So far, he's pretty fun in this.
His face
I'm
is
excited
fun.
for more episodes. I think everyone is. Ryan, let's get those recommendations in. I gotta finish the rest of this blue milk.
I have spoken.
Folks, yeah, give it another shot. It was okay. It wasn't great. But it's Star Wars. I mean, it's a different series. I don't know. I'm gonna go watch it tomorrow, to be honest with you. I hope it's good.
I will help you.
I obviously loved Star Wars growing up, so did you, but I hope that it comes back for real. They find a way to balance out practical effects and using things that like make you look like this world is kind of real, but kind of cheesy. I mean, it's gotta be cheesy. It's a fucking space, man. Okay. It has to. You can't make a space program unless you put some fucking cheese in there.
Lots of cheese.
Absolutely. So I want it to be a little cheesy. I don't want it to be polished and just, you know, pew, 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 and just zooming around. That's too much. This was fun. This was gritty. It had some darkness. And it had some intrigue into maybe this is going to tell us something about Star Wars we don't know that isn't going to piss everyone off. Because a lot of it does. So, yeah, for everyone involved with it was a great job. I thought the only things that were bad were Brian Posehn and Horatio Sands. The comedy stuff was like not great. Don't do the comedy stuff. Stick with what works. You know, like I said, Jon Favreau does his best when he's collaborating with a bunch of people. And like Dinner for Five was one of my favorite shows. He does a good job of getting great people to talk around and come up with great ideas. And that seems to be what he did with this. He didn't try and just, you know, write this on his own and do nothing else. This seems like a great collaborative effort, and I like where they're going with it. I'm excited to watch more of it. So, Ryan, time for you to land this bird.
Thanks for watching. Be sure you like and subscribe. Mike, what else you got?
I got a fucking lightsaber right here.
Are you gonna cut boxes open with that?
It's not the motion of the size of the... I guess yours is bigger. Yours has been twitching, though. Like, my eye has been the whole episode.
Ow! I cut my shoulder off.